morning year one and welcome to Thursday's Maths. We've only got two more days of your home learning and then you're back in school with me. Okay, now, yesterday we counted in fives. The day before we practiced counting in twos. That's it. So we've practiced counting in twos and we've practiced counting in fives. So have a little guess what you think we might be working on today. Here is 100 square to help you. That's right. Tens to ends, tens. We are going to be concentrating on counting in tens. Okay, so let's quickly whiz through counting in tens on our 100 square. We're going to go forwards and we're going to go backwards. Off we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Let's go back. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Okay, now cover your 100 square up. Don't look at your 100 square and see if you can do it without. See if you can do it on your own without your 100 square. Clapping along. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then all the way back again. Okay, so we can get really fast at counting in tens. Then you can have a practice. See if you can remember how to count in twos and how to count in fives. So there's your warm up today. And then we're going to move on to our activities. Counting in tens. Now remember, this week we haven't been using our booklet. We will be using it tomorrow where we will put twos, fives and tens all together. Okay, but for today, you're going to carry on with my activities like we've done for the past 2 days. So here's my helper today. We've got some toes today to help us. Yesterday we used our hand because we had 5 fingers. Today we're going to use our feet because we've got how many toes? Do you know? Do you need to check and count them? If you do, count those toes, check them up. I think we all know though that we have got 10 toes. I will check once, but once we've checked once, we don't need to check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I don't need to count them again because I know that there are 10 toes on your feet here. Check your own toes. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10. Have you got 10? Brilliant. So when we use these feet to help us today, we know that we can count in tens. Or you could use both hands together because 5 and 5 is 10. Brilliant. Okay, so I want you to count with me today. The feet here. Count these toes. How many toes have we got? Now it's important that we make sure that we know we are counting both feet because there's only 5 on one foot, isn't there? So there's one pair of feet, there's another pair of feet, another feet, and another one. So we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 10. Okay, so we're going to count in tens. Okay, so let's count together. 10, 20, 30, 40. There are 40 toes on this wall here. Let's check if we count them in fives, if we are right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You could even circle the toes in twos to check and you will get 40 again. But today we're concentrating on tens, aren't we? So 10, 20, 30, 40. And we're going to write the sentence, there are 40 toes. Okay, off we go. We should be really good at this now because we've been writing sentences for the past 2 days to tell me how many we have been counting. There are... And you should know how to write these words now because you've written me lots of sentences. There are 40 toes. Toes. Those of you that are in Miss Evans' phonics group, you will know that this is the O sound for toes. There are 40 toes. 10, 20, 30, 40. There are 4 pairs of feet, so 40 toes in total. Okay, 40, 4 times 10. Okay, let's have a look at our next one. Okay, can you do this one on your own? So remember, you are counting them as a whole group of 10. There are 10 there, aren't there? Do you need to go back and check? You don't, do you? You can count them in tens. So 10, 20, 30. What did you get to? Can you write it on your board for me? Tell me how many toes there are. How many toes? Okay, brilliant. Next one. Now there's lots of feet on here, isn't there? There's lots and lots of toes to count. So remember, when you find them, to count those feet, because you need all 10 toes today. All 10 toes. So there are 10 toes here, 10 toes here, 10 toes here, 10 toes here, there. Remember to find the matching pair so that you can count all of those toes up. And this is a tricky one. This is a really big number. So I'm really excited to see who manages to count all of the happy feet and can write me the sentence and tell me how many toes there are on my happy feet picture. Okay, make sure you send your pictures in to show me how many you found. Brilliant. Okay, once you've had a go at that, it's time for our ordering and finding our missing numbers. Now, you've done this for the past 2 days, so you should fly through this now. Okay, but today, are we counting in 2s? No. Are we counting in 5s? No. What are we counting in? 10. And you can use both hands to help you or your toes to help you. Okay, so find your number square if you need it, and you're going to fill in the missing numbers. We will do the first one together, but again, there is a mistake on my board somewhere. Okay, so you've got to spot the mistake. So I'll do a couple with you. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. The next one should be 70. So we know that that one is right. Okay, some of them might count backwards. So it's important to check and count before you fill your missing numbers in. Count them and check. Okay, count and check. Will it be 40? Will it be 50? Will it be 60? 70, so it will. So we know we are counting on by 10 forwards in this row. Okay, so you need to check whether you're counting forwards or backwards. Okay, now sometimes when we're counting in tens, it can get a little bit tricky because we can also count on, but not just in this row down here. So we might want to start counting on from in tens, but from the number 5. So it would mean that you're going to add 10 more on. So if I counted 10 more from 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It would be 15. Okay. Now, I can add another 10 on, but could you guess maybe where you think if I add 10 more on it will be? What do you think 10 more than 15 will be? It will be 25. What will 10 more than 25 be? 35. What will 10 more than 35 be? 45. And we can add 10 more on really easily from whatever number we start from. So if I start from number 8 and I want to add 10 more, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you guess which the next number will be? Do I need to count another 10 or will I carry on going down the column? I will, won't I? So 10 more will be 28 and 10 more will be 38 and 10 more will be 48. So we can also count on in tens starting from a different number. It just means we're adding 10 more each time. So these ones today are a little bit trickier because you're going to be adding 10 more on, but starting from a different number. Okay, so it's not just the tens column because that's too easy. We can all do that really, really easily. So we're going to start from a different number. So my first one starts on 12. Okay, so I've started here. And the next one is 22, 32, 42, 52, 62. And the next one, can you see here, is going to be 72. Okay, so 72. So use your 100 square to help you complete this challenge today. That's quite a tough one there. Okay, so that's your main challenge for today, to write your sentences out and complete these missing numbers. Now I have got a couple of word problems for you if you want to challenge those brains even more. Well done those of you that are having a really, really good go at those challenges. It's lovely to see. I know they're really, really difficult, aren't they? So well done to you that are having a go with those. Okay, so here's my challenge word problem for counting in tens. So pause the video now and have a go at reading it on your own, and then I'll read it with you. Brilliant. Okay, there are 10 sweets in a bag. How many sweets are in 6 bags and 8 bags? Okay, so pull out your key information and work out what you think you might need to do. You know there are 10 sweets in each bag, but you have got 6 bags. So what calculation might you need to do there? You are going to need to count in tens 6 times, okay, to find your answer. Write your answer down and send it in for me. Your next one says, a tiger is running at a speed of 10 miles per hour. He's been running really, really fast, the tiger. Okay, 10 miles per hour. How many miles can it run in 2 hours? Okay, now my words here is written, my number is written as a word, isn't it there? Okay, so make sure you know that that number is 2. Okay, to work out your answer. So when you've had a go at those, don't forget to send me in a picture, and I really look forward to seeing your work. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.